I got a question for you. Don't answer it. It's rhetorical for now. Is Devonta Smith a number one caliber receiver? I know that when you think about Philadelphia, you think about A.J. Brown, and we know he's a beast. But in all the ADPs, Brown and Smith are very close. If one's 41 ADP, the other's 39. They're both very close. You go back and review Devonta Smith's season. He's a tremendous route runner. He's really good. How high do you have Devonta Smith as far as what kind of tier? He might be in the top tier as far as like having a number one receiver on your team. He should be up there. Who are, other than the the Mount Rushmore of receivers so far? You got Jefferson, Chase, Kupp, Tyreek Hill. And we'll say Devontae Adams, even though I wouldn't take him this year. Those five, let's exclude those. Who are the next best five? Forget ADP. Just guys that are going to come on probably this year. Calvin Ridley, Devonta Smith, and Brown. Does he even count as a guy to come on? Because he's already a dominant guy. But St. Brown, how about Amon-Ra St. Brown for Detroit? That's another guy that he's not coming on. He had a big year last year. He's going to be there. Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Ridley, the rookie for the Chargers, Quentin Johnson. Keenan Allen's over the hill a little bit. Mike Williams is a little bit of a underperformer, like as far as what he should have been doing, according to many. Johnson for the Chargers. Somebody's got to catch all those Herbert thousands of yards. Who identifying the other receivers? That's big. The kid with the hyphen in his name for the Seattle Seahawks. But how much is he going to get? DK's still there. It's tough. There a lot. If you ask 100 different people their 6 through 10 receivers personal rankings, you're going to get a lot of different answers. You got Amari Cooper out in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's supposed to be back. I don't know, but we'll see. But I want to know if Devonta Smith is a number one caliber receiver. I think he's right there. He might overtake Brown in the stats. I wouldn't be surprised if Devonta Smith outperforms A.J. Brown in, maybe, I don't know, like yards, catches. I could see him getting more catches. I could see Devonta Smith catching 100 balls this year. We'll see. There's a lot to go over. I love Garrett Wilson this year. I don't know why Rodgers is so low. He's been the MVP of the league 2 out of the last 3 years. And now he went to a New York Jets team that's loaded. It's not like they're not going to have a running game. They got great running backs. They got a top-notch second-year receiver. Top-notch Garrett Wilson. So why is Rodgers 14 on these ESPN quarterback rankings? Why is Rodgers 14? Why is Goff 21, but Anthony Richardson's 18? Some of this stuff you have to question yourself. But now we're going with the final list now. All the fantasy drafts are next week, about a week from tomorrow and on, and those next couple days after that. So the official list, we're going to go over the top 24 players in the NFL. Who are going to be the 24 best guys in those first 2 rounds? We got to get that down pat, because once those first 2 rounds get going, you got your first 2, your meat and potatoes of your team, and then we go from there. So tomorrow we're going to go over the top 24 players fantasy-wise, first 2 rounds, and then we're going to do the real final lists. I'm just going to rank the guys at each position. So I'll be staying in touch with you guys. Nooch Neighborhood Picks. Like, subscribe.